Hey guys, I'm Mark, Crypto Boy in Oz, and I'm doing a video on a project that I've recently been made aware of through a friend. And just to be completely out there, I haven't done a video probably for about a year. I've done a few smaller videos on a few different projects, but I used to do content pretty regularly, like weekly, on current events in what's happening in the space and what have you. But as of late, I've not had time because I'm so busy. I've got two different projects that I work with in Web3, and having time to fit everything has been impossible. So this project that I've found, it's something that I'm excited about, and it's an NFT project or a digital collectible, and it's called A Kid Called Beast. And just to be fully transparent, I ain't getting paid for this. I'm not affiliated with A Kid Called Beast at all. I'm actually in the community on Discord, and I've been active for the last week or so, because I've just been following it and loving the vibe that I'm getting from it. And I think that's like the new kind of thing that's been happening in NFTs, especially recently. It's like creating like a culture, some kind of something that you feel like you want to be belong to, something that you want to be part of. And I think A Kid Called Beast have done that in droves. They've created this culture, this community. They've created this vibe, if you will, that makes you want to be part of it. And it's the more time you spend like on the Twitter and in the Discord, and you're speaking to the different people, you're listening to them on like you're listening to Raf on Twitter Spaces. It's like infectious. You wanna be part of the community, and hopefully, you want to get a beast list or whitelist, beast list. You want to get a beast list, and you want to own one of these digital assets, these digital collectibles, because I've got like I'm kind of with these. I'm kind of looking at I'm looking at like crypto punks. I'm looking at Bored Ape Yacht Club, and it's one of them. Like you think, oh, why didn't I buy one of them? But at the time, no one knew what they were going to be. No one knew how big they were going to blow up. They were going to create this hype where you're getting all these celebrities buying them. Nobody had any idea. So it's just one of them things that you missed out on. It's like the same with Bitcoin and Ethereum back in the day. Like, why didn't I do this? But hindsight's a wonderful thing. But the way I see A Kid Called Beast is, I think that this project has got the potential to be like the 2023 Bored Ape Yacht Club, or the Crypto Punks. And I truly believe that they've got massive potential, because after listening to the Twitter Spaces and being part of the Discord for this short time that I have, and again, I'm not affiliated with them. I'm not getting any. I ain't getting a NFT or anything. They don't pay for any marketing. I mean, this is another thing. This is another thing that I wanted to push out there as well, because don't forget, we're in a bear market. Like a bear market now. This Twitter account, The Kid Called Beast, it's got 70,000 followers. The Discord channel has got 34,233 followers, and we're in a bear market. So when I tell you they've not spent any marketing, that's a bit of a lie. They spent $200, and I think, from recollection in the spaces after listening to Raf, I think they spent $200 on pizza and donuts, and that was for, I can't remember what it was for exactly, but that's it. And the story is actually like inspirational. I mean, literally, they got the friends, they got like the core team together. I think you've got Raf, and then you've got Caleb, and I'm pretty sure them two are like best mates. And they got like themselves, the family, and they basically got them to, they said like, we're going to invite like 100 of our closest friends. I mean, that's a pretty tall feat if you ask me. I mean, I don't think I have 100 friends, but invite your closest 100 friends. So basically everyone invited friends, and then their friends invited friends, and they built it up from nothing. It didn't have anything going for it back then. It was just an idea. No one knew how big it was going to be, but the team and those closest involved obviously knew different, and they knew what they wanted to achieve. They knew what they wanted to make. And I mean, if you look at like the videos that they've done, they're amazing, and the characters, like, they're complete one-offs as well. That's the thing. It's like you're getting a one of one, because they've created these 10,000 NFTs, but every single one of them's different. They had to do a lot of special algorithms, use a lot of special algorithms to make sure that it worked, because they've got like themes where you might have like a sports star or a musician or a business person, and obviously if you've got like a superhero, I don't know, hat or whatever, you don't want that cross mingled into a completely different trait where it doesn't make sense. So like every single one is different, unique. And on that point of being 10,000, something else that they've done that's I think is very innovative. I don't know if anyone else has done it, but they've reserved 1,000 of the NFTs for future development, which is very, very clever. So they're only releasing 9,000, so there's 1,000 there on the side which will never be sold, which in turn will kind of prevent anyone from selling and dumping, because there's 1,000 of them that is always going to be on the side. Those 1,000, they're going to be kept. Now, one option that they've got, they could literally give a beast away every week for 20 years, which, talk about keeping the community captivated and engaged. There's nothing more engaging than having the chance to win a Kid Called Beast NFT, especially if these end up blowing up and becoming as big as like Bored Apes or CryptoPunks. And then the other option as well, which is very, very clever, is reserving NFTs for future collaborations, because after listening to Raf in the spaces, these guys are like forward thinking. They're not thinking like, wait till we mint out and then, whoa, we've made all these Ethereum. They're not. This is a full-time gig. They've been doing this for 2 years already. They're looking out to like a 10-year vision, and this is like the immediate future. They don't plan on doing anything else. They're developing and building networking, relationship building, partnerships, collaborations. So they're looking down the line at like potential partnerships with companies like Disney, and maybe partnering with like a basketball star or a baseball star, football, or a musician, game studios even. So there's so much going on in the back end that's going to be worked on constantly and developed, and that's why they've got such a big team, because they need all them specialists behind the scenes to develop and grow this brand. And another thing that is really, really good, when you buy your NFT, you have intellectual property rights. Now, there is like a disclosure, there is like a caveat attached to that, is where you can't completely do exactly what you want to do with the NFT, and the reason for that is a Kid Called Beast is a brand which they're growing, and they want it to be potentially used by any brand out there, any company, whether it be Disney, Pixar, a game studio, sports stars, like aimed at adults, children. And because they are children, the kids, they're refraining from anything that can do harm to the brand. So like smoking weed, for instance, or anything more sinister than that. They're not allowing anything like that to happen. But I think that's really good, because it gives the NFT holder freedom to brand their own a Kid Called Beast and grow it and develop it themselves. But it also protects the overall brand, where it's still going to be appealing to any and all interested parties looking at maybe doing a movie with a Kid Called Beast, or doing a cartoon, or doing a music video. So it's not going to cause any detrimental harm to the brand as a whole, which is beneficial to every single holder of the NFT or the digital collectible, because it gives it the value that it should deserve. So yeah, I'm really super excited about it. Another thing to just reach out on as well. I'm doing all this off the fly as well. It's all off memory because I didn't want it to be scripted. I just want it to be like organic and natural. But after listening to the NFTs as well, they are working with game developers. No, they're not developing the game themselves. They're kind of leaving it open where they can work with up and coming game developers where maybe they've got a game idea, but they've not really got the audience to give it traction. So they're kind of looking at different game developers where they could potentially collaborate with A Kid Called Beast and just sample different options, sample different games, and see what works and what doesn't, and perhaps like develop one themselves down the line. But yeah, it's really, really interesting. It's a really good project. I'm not going to go deep on all the utilities and everything because I just wanted to put it out there because as I've said, the mint is set for the 15th of December, not set in concrete, and it's the 23rd, 24th reveal day. But again, that's not 100% yet. But what I would do is encourage you to join the Discord, join the community, like join the Twitter space. They've got the website's akidcalledbeast.com, and then they've got the link tree with the website, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and then you can view in AR as well. And just connect because if you think you've missed out on these massive NFT projects and you want a chance of getting in early, it's unlikely you're going to get a whitelist for this, myself included. It's not likely, but if there are some people out there which don't see the value of A Kid Called Beast and they mint it and then suddenly they need the money, or they're happy with like making nothing, and you can pick one of these up for like 0.1 or 0.2 ETH, I think it's going to be one of these where you just want to buy it and hold it and embrace the fact that you're part of this amazing community. And that's what I'm doing, because I've realised over this last 12 months, community is absolutely everything. Like, without a community, there's no value. So when you find a community that's so big, so passionate, and it's a project with an amazing team that have got every strength in every field to help this project grow, like even down to like your corporate level, you've got to hold on to it and just embrace it, because moving forward, if you think about what Bored Ape have done, and I think this has got the potential to do way more, purely because the amount of talent that they've got working behind the scenes, and because of that, it's brought in this insanely loyal community, where it's not been easy to get whitelists. You've had to go through the ringer a little bit. You've had to show that you're committed, show that you've got integrity, and show that you're going to be a true holder. And for those that slip through the nets, that just want to make a quick buck, they've got a solid team. They've got a solid connections on their side, where they've just got whales what'll buy the floor up if that needed to happen. Personally, I don't think it will. Watch this space. I could be wrong, but this is just my opinion. It's not financial advice. I say I'm not incentivized. I'm not part of A Kid Called Beast, apart from being in the community. But yeah, I'm going to follow this. I'm going to follow this space for the next I'd say 5-10 years, and I'll be keeping hold of this NFT if I get hold of one. The plan is hopefully someone's going to sell one at a stupid price when it launches, and I'll be there to swipe it up. But yeah, thanks for watching, and if you want to know any more about the project, please just head over to the Discord. I'll put the links in the description. Head over to the Twitter. But yeah, it's been good talking to you. Thank you so much, and catch you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.